Okay. Welcome to the 18th episode of the virtual podcast. A little late, a week late, I guess, due to traveling and whatnot. But boy, how much shit went down the past 2 weeks. At least this week alone.
It's been wild.
It's been crazy.
It's been on fire.
It has, yeah.
People streaming the VRChat Discord general chat where people are spamming all their beautiful opinions.
I joined it.
People are typing.
Half
Yeah, I
the
did
people
too.
just
I'm
saying
glad
hi
they're looking for you in
YouTube, hi Twitch. Oh my god, yeah, this the past events have really sparked some really passionate opinions, let's say, in VRChat, and we are going to be discussing all of it about the easy anti-cheat addition to VRChat and its client. That and the How We Met in VR HBO documentary. We've all seen it. Actually, Smalls, you haven't seen it, but that's really good because then we can tell you all about it without spoiling it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but
That's gonna be difficult.
I'm here for it, Kenny.
yeah, honestly, the biggest spoiler I can give you is that it's cringe guaranteed. But,
I didn't expect anything less, honestly.
There's another. It's taking place in VRChat.
Whoa.
But
Bro, why'd you tell him
a
that?
spoiler.
Why'd you tell him that?
Dude, I thought it was going to be in chill out VR. You're telling me it's VR chat? Oh no.
It was in the description, though.
Kenny, it's a
Kenny.
joke.
The joke. You.
Over your head.
Over your head.
Whatever. Okay. Yes, that is all to come later down the line. But before we go down that road, we all need to get introductions out of the hand. I am Kenny, obviously. Smalls, you're a returning hero.
I am, yeah. I was here on episode 16, I believe, and I am back again for another wonderful podcast.
You've answered this question before, Smalls, but can you just go down the line quickly and just tell me how you got into VR?
Yeah, sure, of course. I started this game, VRC, or VR in general, during COVID, when it first happened. I feel like we could all say we were all cooped up in our houses. We didn't know what was going on. We heard 2 weeks, a month, however long it was going to take. And this game popped into my head, and I said, okay, let's give it a try. And here I am 2 years later with the index and full body tracking. So I want to say to anyone who is thinking about entering the VR space, highly recommend it. It is an extremely great time. I've met so many wonderful people, formed so many great memories, connections. It just keeps going, and it's wonderful. I think that's about it.
It truly is a wild place, yes.
It is very, indeed.
And then we have, obviously, Hang Tight, the Stream Master. Still
holding.
Stream Master, even though I have the bandwidth.
Yeah, even though you're in Norway, I remain the stream master.
Due to my incompetence.
Should I introduce myself anymore? Or is stream master good enough?
You've been on the past 10 episodes, probably, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Sirius. You're also... I mean, you've been on like 4 episodes. You've produced one at least. And helped them producing another.
Mm-hmm.
Got him while he was drinking again.
Sorry, you caught me mid-drink again.
He's just hydrating. He's hydrating.
Water.
It's summertime, ladies and gentlemen. It's extremely hot out.
Okay,
You
I
need
thought
to
he was
keep
gonna say
drinking
more and
water.
you skipped to me. Gotta say hi.
I'm trying to get the introductions here quickly out of the way so we get more time to, the actual juicy bits in this podcast.
Yeah,
It'll be a good one.
I'm serious. The other Norwegian in this, I've been here like 4 or 5 times right now. Produced once. Do I need to say more?
That's good. Hi, Sirius.
No,
Welcome.
no, not really. That's good. Hi, Sirius.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, so without any further ado, let's go right into the stew. I promised I wouldn't say that again, but I did.
Oh God. Why? What did you? No.
Kenny.
I hated that.
Let's do EAC first. The addition, just for some reference, VRChat have for the longest time said that modding was against terms of use of their stuff, terms of service. And eventually now, it took them how long before they banned all mods using an anti-cheat client called EAC Anti-Cheat. This anti-cheat software is used by Apex. It's used by League of Legends, I believe. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
No, it might not be
Any
used by League
Riot
of Legends.
game. No, I think didn't Riot make it?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Riot made
I don't know. It could.
it. So League of Legends, Valorant, all that has it.
Riot uses Riot Vanguard. It's a custom one.
One of those game developers made EAC. I forgot which one though.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, I forgot to. It doesn't really matter. It is EAC anti-cheat is a very lightweight EAC anti-cheat. It doesn't really detect them all different cheats engines, and it doesn't really do much else other than making sure your client is pure.
Yep.
That's about the extent of the EAC anti-cheat, which in turn mean that any modifications you've done to any of the files mean that you will be denied access to the servers and the game by extension. Therefore, it bans all mods, and there's a huge modding community in VRChat who's developed all manner of dark sorcery for VRChat, like incredible stuff. Powers that shouldn't be granted to players, powers that should be granted to those who are disabled to make the game playable even for them at all, and powers just to get a reaction from people to say wow.
Have some fun.
Basically. Yeah, have fun. That's the extent of what this is prohibiting.
I'd almost want to say as well, there's a lot of quality of life features that people who had modded clients for this game would use. Things that VRChat developers neglected to mention for a very long time, but now we're finally seeing some changes being added, at least in the open beta of VRChat currently. Some features that have been requested very, very long time ago are finally being shown here because of the backlash of the community's opinion on EAC.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, the backlash was enormous. There was such a pushback from the community in general for this. A lot of strong opinions on it, and it's actually kind of beautiful to see how many people that are so passionate and will go the extra length and just spam the Discord with
It's
giant messages.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, people are still getting mad.
Yeah, but people are upset. People are livid, especially the community that you mentioned earlier that have disabilities. Like basically, they've been stripped from access to certain things. That, for example, the people who have hearing disabilities, people who do sign languages, everything. They've basically taken that away within that. The blink of an eye, it's all gone. That's
the saddest part, though. The disabled people who the simple access to the game being denied to them, and for those in hospital beds, or those who are paralyzed from chest down, who can't get up from bed, they need that the orientation changer to change your orientation to be able to play when you're in bed. And that's incredibly sad to me that actually happened. And that's also one of the poor executions that they did.
What really bewilders me, Kenny, is the fact that they didn't decide to remove the modifications that people use, but also understand why they use it, and simultaneously bring an update that addresses the issues that you mentioned. It feels like it should have been done at the same time, but instead we get EAC, and then later we'll get some of those supported modifications as official content. It felt very rushed, and I understand when people are coming, being very upset about it, but yeah.
And I have a theory why it was rushed. I haven't been able to confirm this yet, and for good reasons. If they found that certain mods that were highly popular did contain a fairly dangerous form of malware, those injection viruses or whatever they are called, I don't remember. If they found that some of them had that code in them, as somebody in charge of that game, I think I would have pulled the plug quicker if I had that knowledge that there were actual modifications people used and caused like a huge stress on their support team or whatever because of that. They did post a blog post before the update where they said, yeah, this is going to remove a lot of features, and then said we plan to add them later down the line, blah 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 blah. And that's all. That's fine. But then again, if they would have taken like a small step back and added focus on those disabled people at the very least to begin with, those were features kind of quick to add. Just see, it took them 4 days to add them, most of them, with the orientation changer and whatnot.
Got the mirror.
Yeah.
The mirror. The mirror is a quality of life. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice.
A lot of people are mad about the mirror, though, including me. I like the mirror.
I need to say that I actually support the change where they ban all mods. I have that opinion. And my arguments are essentially the same as the developers. Because you have less control when it comes to what software your users add. You could have argued that you can work with the modding community and, you know, be more in touch with them, have people work with them, but that requires extra resources on your side to do that. It's easier from a development standpoint to keep everything in-house. Or at least make it so you can mod certain parts, but not all.
Right.
There are ways to do that, but then again, you open the floodgate to people who figure out how to mod the rest of it. And because VRChat is essentially open source, it's notoriously difficult to do so.
I just think I don't know. I feel like they went about it the wrong way. I feel like a lot of more people would have been on their side if they came out and been very transparent about it and say, hey, sorry, like, we do have to put this easy anti-cheat in, but we're also going to put these other mods in that you all love. Like, maybe they could have voted for, you know, top 10 mods that you would want to see. Then they could have added those first or something, or just then done easy anti-cheat. I think there would have been much less backlash.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, one of the things that is lacking from them is a reason why they pushed it when they did. Because they're not stupid.
No.
They knew. I'm 100% sure they knew that those mods did make it possible for certain people to play at all. I'm confident in that. So there's another factor at play that pushed them to push it when they did. And the only explanation I can think of is that they saw some malware that scared them.
Right. I wish they would be transparent about it, though. Just say, like, hey, this is why. All I've seen through like the blog post is just them saying, you know, trying to cover their asses basically.
Yeah, communication is very important between
the
developers,
been-
community. Just sitting down and having a talk about things and being on the same page as.
I can see why they wouldn't go out publicly say, yeah, we saw malware in that and that and that mod, and that pushed us to actually go the actual length to ban all mods. The why you wouldn't do it is because if you did, the developers of that mod, or you know, that very, very tightly knit community that trust and use those mods because they don't really cause any hassle for them other than stealing their data or whatever, they would deny it, and they would have simps to protect them. So in order to avoid a conflict in that respect, they would, like, the PR team would probably say, no, do not point fingers. You create conflicts that way.
Yeah, but I mean, their community is upset right now, and unfortunately, you know, when you decide to create waves, things like this is going to happen, and I think they just have to take a step back for a moment and really understand where they want to go moving forward, and include the community along with it. I mean, this is why your game is here in the first place, because you built a very big community that really loves and appreciates your game. And they need to be in the know. And they need to also be working towards the future of whatever VRChat will be together instead of alone.
Yeah, but now they have a lot more on their hands now, because now they shut the modding community down. Basically, now they have to work on making all these quality of life things. Like, they could have rather done something else, rather, if they didn't implement this EAC.
I wholeheartedly support EAC. I think, from a security standpoint, it's long overdue, but
that's the
incredibly.
Thing. It's gonna make the security worse. There are people who have bypasses, and people had mods that prevented such bypass, like clients.
Oh yeah,
they don't exist anymore.
Fair enough.
So we're more vulnerable now than ever.
No, we're not more vulnerable now than ever. That's false. We are safer now than we have ever been. That's the because it deters most people from even having access to those things. And if you find a bypass through EAC to do whatever, you could essentially utilize that in all games who use EAC. And that, if you have that exploit, it's worth money at that point. So you wouldn't go about throwing it for free. Like, as a person who's done hacking by myself before, if you have an exploit that you can utilize on different systems, you don't share it easily. You're very careful with whom you share that knowledge with, and because once it's discovered, they plug that hole instantly.
But for
that's why
the brief moment where that hole isn't protected, what if that person can do that bypass and become even more malicious than the crashers before? Or
I've seen Twitter posts of people already bypassing this. There are people who have already bypassed. They crash lobbies, dox people, grab their IPs, steal data. They go on a mass rampage.
I feel like no matter how secure you try to make your game, you're always going to have those types of individuals.
Right.
But maybe it's acting as a filter. Yeah, they will come through, but if it stops, I don't know, even 75% of people that were doing that before who can now no longer do that or do not have the skills to know how to bypass, it's still an improvement technically. But yeah, you're really trying to just bash your head against the wall. If anyone thinks that, like,
you're significantly reducing people with the know-how and that have that power available to them easily. The few people that still have that power who are aware of those exploits. At this point, if they are posting videos of them doing it, well, it's just a flex, to be honest. And at this point, if you are going
it's
about
power
crashing lobbies and whatnot, and just rioting for that matter, just going and taking down Black Hat lobbies, like, how different is it now from how it was earlier? Like, at this point, you're just making it worse, dude.
Yeah. I get the whole easy anti-cheat. It's good. I'll agree. It should have it. This game has 100,000 people playing or whatever. But like, oh shoot, I just lost the thought in my mind. Oh no. As I was saying it, it's good, but we still go back to they could have implemented and I don't know, whitelisted mods, added the mods themselves, worked with the modding community before the shit show happened.
Oh yeah, they should have been more transparent of it.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, that was the problem. And although, so tons of people are mad, tons of people left to go to whatever other there is. What is it?
Chill out, VR.
Chill out, yeah.
Most of those will be back.
And yeah, I think they'll be back.
VRChat is superior.
They're gonna be back. The only reason, like, we stayed because it really wasn't that bad what they did. I didn't lose too much, but to those, with the disabilities, they did lose a lot. So I could see them leaving.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they'll come back. Because the community,
Yeah.
they're in an uproar, but at the same time, we're all in an uproar together, and it's keeping us a community, I guess. In a way,
That is definitely,
if that makes sense.
It's definitely a thing right now. I agree.
Oh, serious spilled.
But I guess we're gonna sit tight and we're gonna wait and see what happens. It's a very
the vast majority of people that are angry are those who lost their flying powers and ability to crash the quest easily.
I just like to fly.
Then good
and
riddance.
no clip. There's nothing wrong with flying and no clipping.
I think they should add the possibility to fly and no clip. Sure, have that available, but I think it should be strictly in the control of the world developer. So if you Sirius, what are you doing?
He spilled. Audio cable, brother.
No.
Shit.
That does not sound good.
It's broken.
Oh no.
The static.
My car. It's
he
broken.
stepped out of the zone.
Moving on though, Kenny. Continue with what you were saying.
I entirely forgot what I was doing. That threw me off.
Oh no.
Shoot, where was I?
I community. We were in an uproar, and it brought us together in a weird way.
Yeah, right. The vast majority are people who lost their quality of life power, where they can search for all avatars with which is against the design of the game. Like, part of the game is for you to go search for avatars.
Yeah,
that's one part of it. And share avatars that you find with people. I mean, that's fun. Children find that fun. Other people find it fun. I mean, yeah, you're good now. And also,
welcome back.
The the flying paladin. Yeah, the no clip. That's where I was. Yeah. I had to work my way back here. No clip. It should be strictly in the hands of the world creator. If the world creator wants you to be able to fly about as much as you want, for example, after you've completed his horror map or whatever, here you go. Now you can no clip. Hold this thing or grab this thing. Now you can enable no clip. I mean, I think that would be a good compromise.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be cool.
It's when you design a world or an experience in VRChat, you want the players to experience it the right way, not just jump in, go no clip, put on the magnet, and just teleport all the grabbable items to you, and just have them spin around you like you're fucking Doctor Strange or whatever. I think that's my opinion on it. You suggested that you could put the no clip behind a paywall. I mean, at that point, it's just pay to win, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I could see that. I think certain features they could have gotten away with by putting behind VRChat Plus paywall. Like
Mirror?
Maybe not the mirror. Maybe just like the avatar switch. It's all pay to win. I don't know. I think they could have gotten away with it, and I don't know, had a bit less backlash. I don't know.
The thing is, one of the charms about VRChat is that you get your avatars from friends and you search for them. I mean, we're all adults, right? We just buy the avatars and then upload them ourselves. But,
Yeah.
but for the teenagers and children or whatever that play this game, that's part of the fun for them, to search the vastness of the virtual realms and just find avatars, share them with their buddies, and be like, yeah, I found this in that crazy place. I had to do blah 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 to get it.
I found this Kermit avatar at the McDonald's play place.
Yeah, it has boobs. Look. And that is one of the pure things about VRChat that is fun. It's part of the game design. And I totally see why they would want to keep it.
Yeah.
As is.
Yeah.
I don't need to fly.
And when it comes to...
I just enjoyed it.
You can have avatars that fly.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
we want to add that to yours in tight?
True. Yeah, let's do it.
Time away. Yeah, all right.
there are certain... I mean, practically all of those features that got removed was already possible to smack into an avatar. Not all, of course, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, when you have access to the entire power, almost the entire power of Unity in your single avatar, custom shader, custom animations, custom blah blah blah, the possibilities are endless, to be honest. And that's one of the things I find incredibly beautiful about this game, that you can add whatever you want, really, and still follow terms of service.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess now is if something gets caught, like, I don't know, the flying for an avatar, can that avatar be banned?
No, you're still following terms of service when you add your avatar. Like, using the SDK, you're following TOS.
Okay.
As long as you don't create any malicious bogus in it, like, blasting up Requesty with
bombs.
10 trillion particles, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, die. Then, I think it's fine. I mean, is it still possible to crash Quest users using particle bombs?
I think so.
I think they added a
limit.
Limiter.
Yeah,
option in the
there
new
is a
beta,
limiter. So that limiter was apparently there.
Yeah.
Well, it is there for Quest users, but they can't toggle it off. I don't even know if it's there, actually. But I was reading through a blog post. For PC users, we can limit particles, but for Quest users, it's already limited because they know the Quest isn't going to be able to handle some crazy amount. So,
yeah.
Don't know if that'll actually keep them safe, but if you're still maxing out the particles on a Quest user for 10 minutes straight or something, I'm sure they might crash.
some people hate the questies anyway, so there's always gonna be people with the will to get rid of them. So.
Yeah.
Very bewildering to me. I don't understand it, but yeah, I don't think that's something that you could entirely stop either. You could try your best, like what you said with the limiter, but people are always going to find a way, unfortunately.
Sirius, are you here? Did everything break? I thought I saw you trying to talk.
The microphone for my headset, yeah, died.
Oh.
I don't know what happened, so now I'm back to using my headset mic.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
Welcome back.
R.I.P. headset, I guess.
It's probably just a simple restart.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
Depends how much
Probably.
alcohol, water got into it.
Yeah.
Did you spill in your microphone?
No, I spilled it onto my, that has an extra knob down here that controls everything, and I spilled it on there.
Oh.
Rest in peace, microphone.
That is not good.
It's mainly excuse to get a new headset anyways.
There you go.
Very true.
But
anyways, moving on.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how they've handled the uproar. I think they handled it okay. I'm not sure if they expected the amount of uproar that they got, because I don't know. I'm a hoe on Discord, so I'm in so many of them, and God, how many people have been posting yeah, we're gonna riot, blah blah blah, follow this, do this, spam,
yeah.
Oh my God,
I mean, heck,
I don't know.
we had planned a goodbye VRChat party. So we partied. Then we saw what they actually took away from us, and we're like, oh, it's really not bad. so we're still good.
No, you can still use any other third-party software that is on Steam. So OVR Toolkit, OVR Advanced Toolset or whatever. So you can still use your Play Space Mover. Be like la-di-da. Yeah, there's not that
la-di-da.
there's not really that. It's only parts where you throw files into your VRChat folder, really, your game folder.
Yeah.
Or change configs or whatever for fun. And it's
an interesting hill to die on, in my opinion. I don't know why we're here on this hill. There's plenty of other things we could be more passionate about, but at least the developers are listening to us. We have this beta. There is some changes in the pipeline. Things are coming. They said they're going to be transparent about what's to be added. We need to lighten up a little bit, I feel. It's not as serious as people think.
I think it has lightened up. At one point, I was in the Discord VRChat, and I only saw 2 people typing at once, so I could actually see who was typing. That blew my mind. But I think it's gone back to just several people typing all at once and walls of text. But
I mean, the modding community was rather big. I mean, the amount of people actually developing mods wasn't that big, but there were many people using those mods, and particularly for certain desktop users not being able to they can't use PlaySpace Mover, unfortunately. So that's one thing, and it's difficult to add anything for desktop users to be able to. I mean, sure, they could develop it, but it's not really a priority, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely not.
It's more important to get all those with disabilities back on. That's their priority,
yes,
and it's been showing that
agree.
it's been their priority.
I know. I think they said they were working on it, but yeah, definitely like the text to speech, speech to text, all that, speech to text to speech. They they ran down
And
all.
back again.
Yeah, it's crazy how much. I didn't even know there was those things going on.
And speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, though. I agree. No, we're making good progress for sure. And it also, I mean, it also does have to do with the fact that how upset the community was. If we weren't this way, it would be a lot slower. So it's trying to lighten a fire under their butt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
getting them working.
definitely.
Yep. Their weekend was probably very busy,
Oh yeah.
and not in a good way.
No.
I just feel very sorry for all the mods in that Discord.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What I kept hearing.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with that entire thing. Yeah.
Tupper's name
And
kept being
people
thrown out in terrible ways, and it's like, why? Like, you don't have to be that angry. You don't have to say those things to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
people have
spamming
apparently
them on
doxed
Twitter.
some of the modders.
It's like when you target people personally and just attack their social medias or whatever, be like, if you don't remove this bullshit, I'll kill you, or, you know, push those threats to them. I mean, Jesus, calm the fuck down.
Yeah. And I kept hearing people kept typing like, stop talking at us, when they kept like posting updates. People are like, stop talking at us, talk with us. It's like, why would they talk with you? You keep threatening to kill them and do terrible things to them.
Yeah, and it's like when you first have an uproar, Tupper and plenty of VRChat developers are active in the Discord. They are talking in that chat. They were before this stuff. I've paid attention to it. They're very often in there, just, you know, answering questions, just, you know, talking to people. But when the text is going at fucking light speed,
Yeah.
the fuck are you gonna do?
There's nothing you can do there.
How do you expect them to talk with you when you have the text go faster than PewDiePie's chat on a bitch lasagna day? Like, it's
Impossible.
I don't understand.
It's impossible. They're people too, just like us, you know. And taking one look at that, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm not even a mod there, so I can't even imagine how they feel about having to traverse that catastrophe.
And I was looking at Reddit and stuff, and people were complaining like they got banned for, you know, just saying a few things on Discord or whatever. If you imagine yourself as a moderator in that hellfire, like, you would stop giving a damn eventually. You would just ban people who said the slightest wrong thing just to try to calm shit down.
Oh yeah.
Like, eventually, if you're a mod in that hell of a situation, you follow the rules to the break. So I don't like, people don't get so emotional, I guess.
Emotions run high. We understand everybody doesn't have their best days, but take a step back for a moment, you know, breathe. And I feel like that's what the development team is doing. They aren't letting it get to them. They're not stooping to a level, and that's appreciative. But come back after the emotions have kind of died down and everybody's on a more level, like, headed area, and then we can move forward.
Yep, it's they're already doing it. Like, people were saying that they should revert the changes and then, you know, add the EAC back once they have all those quality of life features added.
Yeah.
But they pulled that decision. They knew what they did. I'm 100% confident that they knew what they did when they pushed it. Like, the things that would be prohibiting.
If I remember correctly, didn't they say they were gonna pull back the update for a few days and then put the update out the next few hours?
Yeah, they
I think I remember something like that.
originally it was like they said update is coming tomorrow. Then everyone freaked out. That's when all the chaos started happening. Then they changed the text to say the update will be pushed in a few days, within the next few days. But that still included the next day, and they ended up pushing it, that night or whatever.
That was likely a, quality assurance on the build, I guess. Not any influence from the community, I guess. That is my guess, because I don't think the community caused them to take a step back and think. They had already thought that through.
Yeah, it would have already had to be, ready to download to people's computers and pushed out to people before or as they posted that update.
Yeah, it was just basically a delay in the for a delay in production for whatever reason. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they expected this big of an uproar. No. I guess people really do enjoy flying.
I think we all know what the people who are causing the biggest uproar are upset for. The mods that they lost, ones that maybe shouldn't be mentioned on this podcast.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah, there are some mods that did things that are borderline illegal.
Yeah.
I don't think he was referencing to that, but I think I know which one he's referencing.
It's open-ended. Whoever wants to interpret it anyway, they totally can. My words were going wherever they needed to go.
Mini mods to do many things.
Mm-hmm.
Sirius, do you which mod do you miss the most?
The leash.
The leash.
No, honestly, the mod I miss the most is I had a lot of performance option mods that increased my performance. Basically, I don't remember exactly the name of the mod, but at a certain radius, people's avatars would unload and become robots at a certain distance. And once they get in proximity of me, then it would load. That way I could have everybody's avatar shown and not lag out and crash completely.
Yeah, I agree. That was a good mod.
That's the one I missed the most.
Mm-hmm. It helps
that's also
so much on performance.
Yeah.
Some people are actually unable to play the game just from pure optimization standpoint. They don't have the system to run the game, and certain mods help them to actually do it. Like you yourself, Smalls, you did. Was it yesterday? No, it was. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, you were complaining that you had so low frame rate, and there's actually a few things you can do to fix your frame rate, especially on an index. So if you run if you have a system like a 10 series card or a 20 series card, and you struggle with frame rates in high populous worlds, one of the things that you can do is that you can drop down the refresh rate on your headset. So if your headset is running at 144 Hertz, i.e. the index, it's essentially the only headset. No, it's not the only headset anymore that runs 144 Hertz. I think the Vario does it too.
Yeah.
If I'm not totally mistaken.
I think all the way to 240.
Yeah, I think Vario.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's like the.
Yeah, the Vario.
Really expensive.
That's
Vario's the new top of the line.
Yeah.
VR headset.
Yeah, it's for business people.
Yeah.
Say that.
It's not for your everyday consumer. That's
to
for
check
sure.
out
Even
your
though they
private
try to make
jet
a
before
consumer
you buy
version, it's still $3,000.
Yeah.
I think you get three index starting kits for one Vario. So
Yeah.
Hey, you can do the trade now.
Yeah, there you go.
Just here's my three indexes. I have two.
Oh yeah, that's right. You.
One sitting in Canada.
No, I thought you sold one.
No, I have both here.
Oh. Wait. Oh, you sent
Yeah,
the
my-
last one
my-
away, the faulty one.
No. My buddy is using my other one. He's playing Beat Saber. He's being a noob and like.
Just wait until he gets into VRChat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm going to force him.
Is he interested at all? Did you talk with him about it?
He's not interested in VRChat, but he doesn't have a choice. If he used my index, he's gonna be on VRChat.
Yeah. He'll have to have a party with us.
I have Thunder Trackers for him as well, so I'm just gonna smack this on him and be like, you're gonna drink with me in Canada.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
You have no excuse now. But yeah, that is essentially VRChat adding EAC. And yeah, it's a very sensitive topic, and I believe I do not expect everybody to agree with the opinion I have, and that's totally fine. You're completely entitled to have your own opinion. If you mean that the game should be completely open for the mods, sure. I mean, supporting modding communities is really good. You create a community that cares about your game and take ownership of your game. That way. And the only difficult part is how you would do it on VRChat, because VRChat is so incredibly open, and you have so many features available to you through the SDK and whatnot. And because VRChat is essentially open source, it's a difficult thing to support while still being within all regulations and whatnot in certain countries, i.e. the EU. But yeah, it's it is what it is, I guess.
I think if this podcast had been like the night of that update, I probably would have been yelling and screaming at you for your opinion, but now it's like, yeah, it does make sense.
Calm down.
I think I did yell at you.
Calm down, yep. No, it's great. Having a little bit of time away to think, it's great. It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. In the long run, this is a good thing. It really is. It's and it's going to take time for the community to accept it, I believe. And some people will never accept it because they put their heart and soul and hard time. And time for people is valuable in developing their mods. And they feel like they did everything for nothing. But at the same time,
those that worked hard in that regard, I agree. The ones that did it with good intentions.
Yeah, they those who did it with good intentions, and fuck those who sold room for malware. I know an example. I think that mod got banned eventually from the modding group. I'm not sure. But that's the thing, though. It's so incredibly hard to police. But yes, we're essentially going in circles on this topic.
Yeah,
any more
I think
we want a bit.
No,
Serious?
I've calmed down. Like I said, like Hang Tight said, if you caught us the day they came out, I would have been screaming right here, right now for the opinion.
You actually you added me to that Discord chat where you were all very hydrated.
Oh, yeah, we
and,
did that.
You need to see this, and I was just like, ha 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 ha, ha, I support this, and you would.
Screaming at you. We were all screaming
you throw in some drinking and some, strong feelings, and you got a perfect storm.
Yeah, I was very hydrated, and I was ready to be a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, I was too. me and Hang Tight, we discussed in Discord, like, hey, we should get everybody involved in this. Let's see what Kenny has to say about this. He probably has some smart ass comment about this. And la-dee-da, he did.
He just la-dee-da'd over and said his opinion.
It didn't help that he had like those fucking emotes as well. Even added more fuel to the
Which
flame.
email did you send? Was it the
I think it
Fender
was
guns?
I think it was the Doge smiley face, just like you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
so
support
smug
it.
emo.
Smug
I
as
could
the
just
emotes.
tell behind that, like on the other side of that screen, there's a Norwegian with a smug fucking expression on him.
Oh yeah, I was reading all the posts on Discord, on Reddit, and everything, and I was just like enjoying every moment of people being like caps locking,
Sits there with a
making
glass, reading.
Yeah.
huge text art, be like, quit VRChat, go to Chill VR or like Neo's VR, just like spamming the shit out of everything, and I'm just like sitting there, yeah.
you had your
Chaos,
popcorn
just like
ready and waiting.
The
Yeah.
fire's going all around them, and he's just like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, I was just enjoying every moment. I don't know. Watching people being super passionate about something is really fun to me. I'm sure you've done the same. If you've been on Reddit or whatever, and you find two strangers on the internet be like, and have like two different opinions, right?
Oh yeah, it's great fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, it's entertaining from like an outside perspective, but I'm sure those that are participating in that, they feel very passionately. And
Oh yeah.
Or they just want
At some point, when all the shit had calmed down, and like I thought to myself, let's add a little salt to this spam conversation on the general chat. Like, so in the middle of that, once everything had calmed down, right, and the mods had like sort of gotten things to a livable level, and you had like a 2-minute cooldown on sending text.
Yeah.
I said, I support EAC. I added in front of that, I have an unpopular opinion, and then I support EAC.
Even though
that smug
they
dog
set the
face.
2-minute timer. Even though they had a 2-minute timer, the chat still was just going crazy.
It was.
They were just so many people that whatever you typed would just get flooded right up.
But this was like 9 or 10 in the morning, so in Europe. So it was at the deadest hour of gaming, I guess.
So you had a
But,
chance to read it.
Yeah, anyway, the point was, when I wrote that, so many people just right-clicked on me and replied. And I was just sitting there, eating my chips. And just like, yes.
Rule number one, never feed the troll.
The producer's pointing a gun at us.
Oh no.
New topic?
Well, yeah, yes. How long have we been going on for, Sin? Do you know?
Hour.
Like an hour now.
An hour already?
It's not
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Well, we need. Well, let's. Final say. EAC in the long run, in my opinion, is a really good addition to VRChat. It's long overdue, in my opinion. It's been going on for too long, and people have, been developing mods for too long, been too passionate, and fine-tune their work too well, right? They care too much. It's like you've developed something for years, and it gets taken away from you. And I totally understand that certain mod developers are upset on it, and would then support the riot. But
yeah.
it's all in favor of the everyday user event in the end. Like, that's the intention behind it.
Yeah. Overall good. Poorly executed.
Execution horrible.
Poorly executed. And a little note they should add is listen to the community more. Maybe. Or at least
Honestly.
understand their feelings towards things a bit clearer. Respect it.
Yeah, probably. But it's it's a difficult thing when you do something that you know will be unpopular to a community. Like, I still think they knew exactly what they did, and they had a good reason to do it. Now, what that reason was, I have no clue. I suspect they saw some sophisticated malware and they decided to pull the plug now. That's my suspicion. I don't know if it has any truth to it. I haven't been able to confirm. But
the world
anyway,
may never know.
Yes. The world may never know. Maybe one day when you have an interview with Tapper on this show, like if Tapper comes on, we can ask him.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you get your chance to scream at him. Yeah. Anyway, we should probably be going to break. After the break, we will be discussing. We've all seen the new HBO documentary, We Met in VR. That's all that's to come, and we're also going to be discussing our game highlights and world highlights. So stay tuned. Break time. Welcome back to the virtual podcast post break. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Unfortunately, this also means that the VOD is going to be available later than usual because I need to download them and then combine the files.
The stream master failed.
Two separate
Wait,
streams.
so the stream actually did crash?
The stream,
yeah.
OBS crashed.
OBS crashed on me. The stream master failed at his one job of streaming.
But at least, hey. Okay, so one thing gets fixed. The other breaks. My microphone's fixed now. OBS crashes.
Yeah, just keep your mic
it's actually
broken next time.
Some sort of a miracle
Oh,
that we've been going through so many episodes without any technical difficulties, to be brutally honest.
That's true. That's true.
Our luck had to fail eventually, I guess. Anyway, yes, post-break. As promised, we are going to be discussing the HBO feature-length documentary about VRChat. It's not really about VRChat. It's called We Met in Virtual Reality. So it's about people finding love and relationships that mean a lot to them in VRChat. It's not really what I expected. I don't really know what I expected, but I'm not sure if I expected that.
Yeah. I think the audience that it's really made for is maybe people who don't really know much about VR. I think it's just to show them what it is and how it's connected in people.
Yeah, it's essentially the way it's shot is that the cameraman is basically just following these different couples around, these different people who are in certain communities for disabled people, people who find love, who marries, who celebrate New Year's, who do all kinds of crazy stuff in VR, but it doesn't really depict what VRChat is for people who doesn't really do all of those very emotional things. So you shouldn't expect that in this documentary, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
If you want to just see people going crazy in a black cat or in a drinking night just getting plastered, just go do that for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't watch the movie.
Yeah, that's what I sort of half expected. I wanted some justice. I think we discussed this last episode as well, where we expected some form of nod to what VRChat is.
I think in the beginning there was the one passed out person, which symbolizes me.
Yeah, that's you right there.
Yeah, we make sure to tuck them in. We tuck them in the night.
I just get hydrated, okay? I stay hydrated, and you guys
to be
need
fair
to
though, you pass out, and then I'm right behind you,
Yeah.
maybe an hour or so later.
Yeah.
I feel like Kenny is the only good one that sets a limit and goes to bed
No,
mean,
I've
from what
caught him
I've
passed
seen.
out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I've caught him
pictures of
4K.
passed
Oh,
out.
okay.
I always go to my bed. So.
It's happened like
That's-
twice. Come on, don't make this a big
3 times.
deal.
It's happened 3 times. I have 3 pictures.
Oh my god.
Between me and Hang Tight, though, the ratio is a bit too large there.
Oh,
I'm
man.
winning by a lot.
It's been a rough month, okay?
The ratio used to go like this, like he would be on top, then I would be on top, and then suddenly now it's just like that.
Yeah, it's been a rough month, okay?
Where do I fit in? Where do I fit in this one?
I haven't caught you passed out. I haven't
That's
caught
true.
you passed out yet. You always head off whenever like you feel like, you know,
Yeah.
tired and stuff. You always head off.
I try.
Must be the fancy suit that does it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't be
we'll
caught
all
sleeping
be
in
And
a
also you
suit.
bounce
Gotta get
worlds
everybody in a
also.
suit.
So who knows if you pass down the world? Maybe you have, and
That's
just I
true.
haven't been there. I don't know.
Well, whenever I do, if that ever happens, you need to take a picture for me.
We
Do
got
something
you.
funny.
Oh, I do.
Thank you.
And anyway, we
Usually my
digress
shtick
here.
is
Anyway, movie.
pointing at the person sleeping.
Movie time.
Look at
So
that sleepyhead.
the documentary follows different people from different sort of communities around in VRChat. Some dancing communities, some like the Helping Hands community, where they teach people how to speak in sign language. One of the things I learned there is how
Wonderful.
to do
Christmas.
Wait,
Christmas.
Christmas. You need a C with your
Christmas.
hand. Big
yeah,
C.
I'm trying. Big C.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. That's like
Yeah.
the only
Can
thing
you
that stuck
believe
to me
that,
in that,
though?
in that
It's
documentary.
Ooh, I think I know this one.
Other
I know
sign
this
It
one.
language.
wasn't health like this. Wasn't this health? So I don't know. Was it up?
I know this
I
one.
don't remember.
I know the I know the alphabet in sign language, like A, I think B, C, D, E,
Oh
E.
gosh.
I'm not gonna go through the whole
Wow.
alphabet. It's. I just wanted to say. I
Dude.
just wanted to.
Isn't it YMCA?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I just wanted to shout out the Helping Hands community because it's such a wonderful thing they do, and to make like actual sign language work in a VR game, because you have to accommodate some things, you know, is just incredible. Like it's really
Oh,
incredible.
yeah, yeah.
And it lets those people have what I mean, like it lets people who know sign language to feel way more comfortable doing what they want to do or doing what they can do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
shout out to them. Really cool.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like it's so lovely that the community exists and all the things they've accomplished and so helped so many people. Like imagine some people are 100% deaf. They can't do anything, and being able to experience all the craziness in VR and still have a community with other people with hearing disabilities or whatever, to be able to communicate with them, it opens up a new portal for them, an incredible increase in quality of life for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's insanely beautiful what they do. And I really do enjoy that the documentary followed them and depicted their side of the story, what they've done, to showcase the emotions of some of the people involved in it.
Oh yeah.
What they go through, what the community helped them go through, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. It did. So, like, they some of them shared certain experiences they've had, struggles in life, that the Helping Hand community have helped them go through. And there are also different. They followed different other people as well, like a couple that got married. The girl in that one dress with the incredibly pointy titties.
yeah.
When they went to the Udon racing world, fucking, they went inwards.
The titties were just like how your tits.
Calm
Yeah, that was really fun. I really do enjoy that they added that into the documentary is shot for people who do not know VRChat, like or what the virtual
Yeah,
realm is.
yeah.
Like it's very clear that they shot this. What I think they did is that they added a controller or whatever to an actual camera, and then they tracked the camera with that controller, and the guy was just basically holding a real camera in VRChat because that's how it feels. It's either that or they had some clever software that made it look like real hand movement, even though, you know, when you hold shit in VR, it's like you have Parkinson. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
It was taken back when mods were still a thing. So there might have been a mod they've used because I've heard there are camera mods, like for example VRC lens or something it's called, that can literally make you take 16K pictures that are literally so big that Discord don't even render them. You have to open it in a browser, and even in the browser, it will take forever to load.
Caught in 16K.
Actually, no, I don't think it's a mod. I think it's actually like an asset you can buy off Gumroad. I don't remember exactly what it was.
If you're talking about
Yeah,
VRC lens, yeah, it's an asset you could buy off
Yeah, VRC
Gumroad, and
lens.
you could put it on your avatar individually. Yeah, very cool.
Which
very
makes me,
cool.
since now the mods are gone and stuff, makes me want to think like maybe I should buy the immersive phone system on Gumroad, the one that allows you to actually have like a physical phone that you can use.
Oh yeah, that would be
Call
a
people.
You can
cool
call
idea.
you can call people through not walls, through yeah, of
Worlds.
course, but through worlds, and like text people like, hey, are you like there through worlds, stuff like that.
Whoa.
That'd be cool.
And other people who has that, I think you can put like a speaker mode on and everything. I don't know if you need a mod to make it work anymore. I don't know.
Yes, let's add another attention grabber in VR. I just imagine everybody.
Oh, it
Yeah,
would be
everybody's
just
on their-
like real life, right? Everybody's on their phones. They're not actually socially interacting with everyone. They're just like
I mean,
Candy Crush.
we
It's pretty
technically
cool in
are
VR.
in VR anyways, by having, you know, things on our wrists, or like in front of us or above us, whatever.
We already have shit
Yeah.
on our wrist. Like we have a VR toolkit. Like
Exactly,
That's
that's
what
what I
I
mean. Like
use.
people are like I sometimes have a YouTube on my wrist or like at the back of my wrist, and I go like this whenever nothing's going on.
that's I usually have a desktop on my front wrist
Mhm.
or
Or I have my Discord
palm,
behind, so I can just look, see if like what message it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm lame.
Yeah,
I just go to the
I
virtual desktop. I don't have anything on my wrist.
But you would use the phone if you had it.
I would.
Yeah,
That's
I
how it starts.
actually support adding the phone. Like, if anything, it's just simplifying communication across worlds. Like, if you're able to call people from one world to another, to just,
Yeah.
you know, instead of sending a vague invite saying,
Hey,
come join me,
party.
or let's party.
Let's hang out. I haven't seen you.
Come check out
Yeah.
this world. It's incredible. You know, those pre-made messages or whatever, and snap a photo. Like, the invite system is good for what it is, but that's all it is.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could expand on that and add like a social device that's native to VRChat, a phone, where you could, you know, it would make the similarities and immersion to the virtual world 10 times better. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to have to go to a menu and stare at a screen. That'd be cool. Pull out a phone and be like,
there's been so
yo, where the heck you at? Getting hydrated over
yeah,
here.
or just
Yeah,
even
yeah.
call them, just like call hang tight, you know, where you at, because there's so many times where you get split up, like in any normal club or whatever,
Yeah.
in real life, as in VR, right? So being able
Yeah.
to do that and just, you know, run a quick conversation, just like what's going on, are we going to do this or that, when are we going to do that, like being able to plan a little bit ahead, like, because you don't know what's going on that other world. Maybe they're in a heated argument about EAC or whatever, right? So
I've been seeing a lot of those lately.
In that case, put me on
perhaps-
speakerphone. Let me join.
I don't
Yeah,
want to share my
like-
2 cents. Put me on speaker.
Like that would, and being able to actually call people and put your, pager or call phone in VR on silent or vibrate only or whatever, like it would be a game changer on how we communicate across the worlds in VRChat.
I agree, Kenny. Yeah. No, it would be a really cool addition to see, but who knows? I'd love for that to be like elevated, or at least a thought on the developer's mind. But
Maybe we should go make a feedback post or like on the wish list thing and just spam the upvote button on it.
I'm down.
yeah, shit. We're doing this? All right.
I have a gun being
I'm
pointed at me.
Wait, we're on topic though.
No, we're not.
Hey, put the gun down.
Oh shoot, no.
No, we're talking about the
no,
movie.
no, we're not on the movie. Yeah,
No,
right,
we're
the
talking about
movie.
Any other
The movie,
topic. We're off topic.
Oh yeah. Okay, the movie.
Should we talk about
I
the
haven't seen it
Beyblades?
before. I haven't seen it before, but I'm interested in watching
Beyblades.
it because from what you guys have told me, it sounds like it's worth a watch. Honestly.
Cringe guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I have a very strong opinion about that. It's not what you're looking for, in my opinion. It is a community
Oh.
that is outside of ours.
Yeah,
Mm.
it opens your eyes to
Okay.
it. I didn't know some of those communities existed. But granted, I've just stuck
I
myself
knew
into
about
a
those communities.
I've just stuck myself into a hydration community, and that's
To be
where
fair,
I
you've
stay.
also only been around here for like you started early 2022, didn't you?
Yeah.
Started early 2022. Yeah, that the documentary, Jesus, English, no, takes place in late 2020 because they do show a little bit of old VRChat, how like the old robots. You like if you were from back then, you will recognize it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
okay,
2.0 avatars too.
Yeah. Some 2.0 errors, there's some 3.0s because 3.0 I believe was introduced late 2020. I don't remember exactly when 3.0s were introduced.
It was around that
Should I
time.
pull up the trailer for those that don't know about it?
Yeah,
well.
we could play the trailer for How We Met in VR. The trailer is much better than, much more exciting than the actual documentary. I'll be honest, in my
yes,
opinion.
it's
It kind of sums up the movie.
honestly when the beginning of the beginning of the documentary didn't really feel like a documentary at all. Actually, the whole entire thing didn't feel like a typical
Gets him up
documentary.
out of bed in the morning. I am
But it was also quite a lot of fun to point out all the worlds, too.
Sign language
Oh, yeah, and there's somewhere I wanna
community
go
here in
see.
VRChat. Hand rested under our elbow, and we're gonna go like this. Christmas.
Christmas.
Quick, slow. If I had confidence that I could teach dance as a living in VR, I totally would do exactly that.
With a long distance relationship, having VR is a game changer.
I want that avatar.
It is pretty sick.
That's probably a custom-made avatar.
This year has been really hard. The thing that has kept me sane has been VR and the VR community. I would
No,
not have
I've seen somebody with that avatar.
I love improv.
That world I want to go to. We need
Yeah.
to get to that world after the podcast.
We need to find the Diplodocus.
Yes.
In a way, start over.
We also need to go to Udon Racing. We need to go to Udon Racing.
Yeah.
We need to go there.
It's clutched a little bit with the,
Yeah, but okay, one of us needs to be like, at least I want to be on the front.
You want to be on the
And
front.
then
You
I
want to
don't
be on
mean
the
front
like they
seat.
did in the
I mean on
movie.
the
Like
actual front,
You want to be on the hood.
you want to be on the hood, just like.
The
No, maybe I
ornament.
should do a wine
Is that what you're
course.
talking about?
The
Like
ornament.
on a Bentley?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
kind of sums
interesting-
up the
interesting
movie.
trailer.
If you were gonna give it
Okay,
a
so what
dice
is-
roll, or wait,
Yeah, go on,
just
go
go
on.
ahead, Sirius. No, you
Okay.
can give your opinion.
Okay, one good thing I can say about this documentary is that it introduces you to a lot of cool worlds that you might have not checked out, and also like shows like what VRChat is capable of making, what the community is able to make, which gives them more insight of like people wanting to, I was like, oh, this seems pretty interesting. Maybe I'll get VR and play this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you have an hour and a
for
half,
sure.
watch the movie. Why not? It's
Yeah, it's
not
really just
it's
an hour
not
and a half.
terrible. But don't expect to see funny things in Black Cat. I don't know.
It seems
No,
more
yeah,
like it's exploring people's emotions.
Yeah,
and
it's about the
feelings
people
towards
behind the
game.
avatar, really. But
It's about the people.
It does get dark. That I agree with. It does get.
Oh.
It has its peak of happy, and then it gets dark, and then happy again. It's all
Yeah.
over the place.
It's a very emotional focused documentary that focus on the player behind the avatar more so than the actual virtual world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I'll stay hydrated to
that. Who wanna roll their dice first?
Over here.
Score from
are we
0 to
talk-
10.
Oh,
That's not really a dice, but you know.
I didn't watch it, but I'd love to hear.
Yeah,
your
you
thoughts.
didn't.
I don't know. 6,
I love
7.
how we decided to just on a whim. Like I was like browsing through my HBO, and I saw the documentary. I didn't say anything, and then I don't know who said it, but someone said, "Hey, you want to watch? Does one of you have?" I think it was
Yeah,
you.
it was
Bentai,
me,
that said,
'cause
"Hey, does
I
one of you
was
have
in-
HBO."
I was in drinking night with these two, and we were looking around movie worlds to see if it was in one of them.
Yeah, you just literally said that as I was browsing through my HBO. I was like, "Hold on, how did you know I'm on HBO?" But no, it was just a really big coincidence.
Telepathic, we connected.
A bond.
And the bond.
So you give it a 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10?
Yeah. I'll go 7.
Serious?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Oh man.
He didn't like it.
Kenny?
I'm blunt.
I'm at 4 out of 10. I mean, they need to up their frame rate. God.
It was.
No, yeah, 4
I
out of
couldn't.
10.
I couldn't tell if it was the stream or not, but man, yeah, that did suck.
It
I'm
was
gonna go
not
back
the
to. I'm
stream,
gonna
I
go to
will tell you
5.
that much.
I'm going to 5. Sorry.
Some scenes
changed.
in those high populous worlds were essentially slideshows. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They were PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could
Maybe-
have taken measures to increase the frame rate. I'm gonna be brutal here. Or
Maybe that's
at
something
the
that
very
they should have
least,
included in the movie is how intensive VR can be for computers. Like, you could start chugging along.
yeah. Disclaimer:
big thing,
this
the most
this movie
important.
has so low frame rate it might give you cancer or whatever. It's a thing.
According to California, this movie may cause cancer.
Yeah.
You have been warned.
But
I think the reason
yeah,
why I gave it such a low rating was because I had very high expectations when I first saw the trailer. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's the whole story of it is good.
Yeah, it's nice.
I guess we, for what it is and what it focuses on and what it's trying to do, it does it okay. It's just that my complaints are on the technical side. Like, there are Premiere Pro, there are different tools that can synthesize frames, especially when you have such a calm moving camera or whatever, depending upon how they did it.
Right.
There are ways to, get more frames or make it seem more smooth. It may look a little scuffed, but I would favor that in front of, a slideshow on some scenes.
All right. So the HBO documentary part 2 is going to be, instead of We Met in VR, it's going to be We Drink in VR. If you want to cast all of us, if you're watching, I forgot his name. If you're watching, we'll do it for you.
We're here.
His name was Hunting.
We're here.
Joe Hunting.
Joe Hunting.
Joe Hunting. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to make
the director.
Part 2,
2,
We Drink in VR. Cast us.
The fun side of things.
We met virtual reality 2, Electric Boogaloo.
There are other aspects that could be way more interesting than just drinking in VR, like the true side of VR. I don't know, like show the sides that are more mainstream. I think we should. HBO show much worse shit on their channels. Like, come on. I mean, Game of Thrones spawned babies.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm referencing to.
When look at this room. This room is locked. This room is locked because there's 2 people in here doing the nasties. This is virtual reality.
And it's like a handheld camera position where it's like, instead of it being like a really high quality production, it's just some dude holding his camera and they're just going around.
It could be fun if you had like a person or a reporter, like you're fucking Attenborough, just going about, just like, and here we have 2 couples making love in the nest.
This is what we call ERP.
Let's see if there's anybody home, and we ring the doorbell.
Oh, no.
And the camera comes on in the Just Be Club or whatever.
Any other males around?
Yep.
Should have been in the documentary, The Lolly Police.
The lolly.
Yeah, the lolly police department would have been so cool to have in there.
We love them. I've been arrested by the
part of the
police.
LPD.
Yeah, we got a member right here.
Maybe since now I have full body tracking.
I'm a senior officer.
Yeah, you go back to like it was like a year ago. You had tons of videos about it.
Wait,
I have 2 videos
officer.
Yeah.
So if I start now, he will be ranks above me. I don't know how I feel about having Kenny.
No, if you want to go above, senior officer, you need to apply, and I can't be asked.
Understood.
Like,
That
it
is a
doesn't
fun
add
little
anything
community.
to me. So
The Lolly Police Department. Yeah.
Getting a little bit hydrated and going about, just arresting people, just role playing
And
us.
wholesome fun. That role playing is enjoyable. It's fun to just improv with them for a bit. I don't remember how they found some excuse to pull me in, and they did the mug shot. It was really fun. I have a picture I should probably send you of them. I told them, hey, get a picture of me on the ground getting beat up by these 3 police officers with their baton.
Yeah, it's the LPD is very wholesome, and it's also very light roleplay. Like, they don't have any like strict story or blah blah blah. It's all on the go. It's all improvisation that you do on the go. You just go in uniform, you go in these events, then you go out in squads, and you have dispatch on your line if you need backup to deal with any situation. You have the lolly health department that can come and do, like an ambulance that will come and save your officer if he gets shot. You have a SLRT or SLAT, which is what I call them, which is like this special response unit or whatever, that, SWAT people who comes about with flash nades and, big guns.
That's what we need in the documentary.
Yeah, we need a documentary about, the role-playing communities and, just the other sides that it isn't the super emotional side. That could be fun to just
the documentary
document.
did introduce some of the RP session of it with the whole improv chicken dancer or whatever.
Oh yeah, the
improv.
But improv.
Still role-playing.
Did it show the improv group too? I
Yeah.
love that group. I attend it frequently. Yeah, it's cool. It's really fun.
it's really fun. Yeah, I've been to improv once, but I didn't really fall into my liking. I don't know. Just didn't feel like going
That's
on
fair.
stage and do that. But the LPD was something that spoke to me, I guess, because going out and actually socialize with people while doing role play. I mean, I would never be able to do that if I didn't have a beer or two beforehand, but.
Fair.
But yeah, LPD is super fun, and yeah, Joe Hunting, you need to make a follow up.
Part 2, please. There's way more to see.
the game-
way more to see.
so
The
much
game
to
is
see.
more optimized than what it was back then.
Yeah.
Like, it's running a lot smoother because of the fizz bones and all that.
Yeah, now
True,
it runs
true.
a little smoother. That's true. I'm actually curious about how he shot the entire documentary. Was he in VR himself? Because if he was, then I can understand his low frame rate.
Yeah.
But if he was in desktop mode,
That'd be harder
then
to
I'm
explain.
not sure.
Yeah.
The way the
Yeah,
movements
that-
were, I kind of feel like it was VR.
It did feel like it was VR, that he actually had a camera
Yeah,
sort
like he
of
was right
rig where he
there.
just smacked the controllers on or whatever and just like, did that. It did feel like that was the thing. If that is the case, that is actually genuinely cool. But
Yeah. Be
yeah,
interesting
maybe
to
we'll
see.
never
Hey-ho.
know.
But maybe we will.
Anyway, we have low time now. We have still 4 things to
Yeah,
I mean, 2 things.
Well, I
Game
saw the gun
highlights
peeking around the
and
corner.
yep.
Game highlights. Yeah.
I
Let's
got.
move to the world highlights, or is it game first?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I say world. I'm curious how
Alright,
you previewed
I
my
think-
world.
Let's do worlds. Sure. Do you want to go ahead with your world first, Sirius?
Yes, we'll go through with my world.
Yeah, it was
I'll
the
look it up
wilderness compressed landscape, was it? Yeah.
Compressed landscape, that's the one.
Fucking 1 gigabyte world. Jesus Christ.
It is a 1
It's not
gigabyte
very,
world.
Not very compressed.
It's in my favorite worlds of. It's in my number 4 favorites, which is like worlds I go to just to, kind of escape reality, but also be in reality at the same time. Because that world is the reason why it's a gigabyte is because it's very high detail. And when I say high detail, I mean very high detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making friends
I mean,
here.
okay, his level of
Making
details.
friends here.
Just play the video. It's by French user, yes.
You still fuck up the way
Oh,
to say
wow.
Sirius'es. You just add
Oh
the
no,
apostrophe after.
I forgot to add the smooth camera shit on that first opening thing.
Oh
Whoops.
wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty-
That's giving me
that's
like
pretty cool.
Skyrim vibes.
That world stretches for a long time.
Oh wow.
Sadly, you cannot enter that cabin, but honestly,
Oh.
when I went in there, it reminded me a lot of the forest back at home, behind my house. Or my parents' house, I should say.
It's like Skyrim.
Yeah, this looks
Kinda.
really, really good.
It looks picture realistic. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Even though you can see copy pasting of trees. They didn't even bother to turn, like, rotate them.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna copy paste trees like that, just rotate one of them at least. Yeah, that
Very
was it.
cool.
Looks
Very cool
beautiful.
world. I want to go check that one out. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
1 gigabyte though, so be prepared to download or, clear half your cache.
Yep.
I'll make sure to go like make some food while I'm loading, because it'll be a while.
Yeah, if you have slow internet, like for example, Kenny's old Canada internet, he would have been there for a while.
Yeah, I would have just, gone to bed.
Woken up and it'll still be loading.
Yeah. Anyway, that's compressed landscape. It's a very beautiful world where you can take cool pictures or whatever. It has realistic lighting. The shadows are really well defined. I'd say they are realistically defined. Like they're they look real. And all the textures look real. The trees look real. Like it's pretending to be very realistic. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's
Hang
weird
tight.
when VR seeing that.
Me.
Your world.
Mine was offline.
Oh, I know
It's-
this world.
Yeah, I showed these guys like I guess a week or two ago. I actually found it on
How did you
TikTok.
find it? Was it just by accident?
I found it on
Oh,
TikTok.
you found it on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a nice little cozy world with a
You
lot
found
of.
the world on TikTok?
I did.
Yeah, people highlight their worlds on TikTok. That's how I
Yeah.
found the tree world. Actually, now I remember.
It
Well, not the
has-
tree world, but I found the guy that made the Silent Hill. Remember the first world I highlighted?
Huh.
That's by the same
Oh,
guy,
you
French
know.
user.
It's very dark.
Oh, it's not showing
that's the
on
point.
your
Oh, what?
screen. Oh, there you go. There's
Look
all
at the reflections.
All
Like
the
the
reflections
lights.
and
Yeah,
everything
wow.
is really cool. Like when you have a video playing, like the whole room
It
lights
literally
up with
reflects
video.
everything on the video. A whole new
Yeah.
video, it reflects the exact video.
But then you have
We
nice
put
little.
some trippy video on once.
Oh,
It's great.
You can see the light coming through the windows from the video here and there. There's a nice little cozy room where you don't have to be with the video. Nice little.
A little bit of an
Garden.
epilepsy warning, we should have given that, but
Yeah.
Nah, it's not that bad.
But-
Yeah,
Not on
when-
stream.
when you come into the
it is
main
using
room.
the Unity's like, reflection engine to its like, not I wouldn't say to its max, but like using its potential to its high degree.
Yeah. I mean, just look how it's lighting up the room as the video is playing.
Yeah, it's very realistic.
Yeah, on the
It was
fridge,
honestly
into the kitchen.
It was a fever dream when we got there.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were all very hydrated.
That's the light control settings.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's the
fab,
control
isn't it?
settings.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
that setting
part of-
controller is a prefab.
It's part of the audio link.
Yep.
Very neat. Very neat.
Yeah, nice little cozy world. You can play really cool movies.
He's also made different worlds utilizing this like lighting engine or whatever he's using. Like there's a cozy Japanese apartment that like has like a door like half open and the light just like sneaks in like it would realistically.
Mm.
Very cool stuff. Very cozy. Give it a look.
Yep. Link in the description of all the
Indeed.
worlds. Smalls, your world.
Yes. Hi.
know what
My
world
world
is.
was Club Sulk,
Oh,
made
snap.
by Bustum Cheeks. Yeah, we're pulling a little plug in here, but honestly, it's a great time. So, let's see it. Do
Maybe.
we have a video?
It's
Yeah,
published.
we should.
That's the news.
Yeah, published, we should say.
The one that made it was me. Got a
Oh, okay.
in there.
I got you. And there it is. And it's Quest compatible as well. So
Yep.
everyone is invited. Everyone is welcome. You have plenty of games too. Plenty of fun times. You get very hydrated here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, our official opening was this. Was it Friday? Or was it Saturday?
It was Friday.
It was Friday.
It was Friday. It was Friday. Yeah.
And you can see the name boards of all the members.
Yep. Yep. It is really cool.
We made the DJ booth for David.
Unfortunately, none of that reflection stuff though. We need to add that in the next update. So
There you go.
we figure it out.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Then we
it's
have Kenny's
compatible.
Kenny's to the right there. We have Kenny's broken ultimate.
I don't
game.
think it is broken. I think it is was just a one-time thing, like one bug that happened. That is a very rare thing. That's my theory.
It's your theory.
Yeah, I mean, I need to be able to replicate it, before I can fix it.
And the Shy Boo is basically the whole theme of Club Sulk. That is like the ongoing theme, so you'll see it around everywhere on the cards, on the floor, the banners.
If you're interested, the Discord as well is what is just Sulk, I believe.
Yeah,
GG/Sulk.
Sulk.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit upset that you didn't highlight the poster, you know, that I put there with the Discord and everything. But then again, it is kind of.
Hey, it is what it is. We'll probably have another party next weekend.
Sometime.
So-
Probably.
Sometime.
Sometime.
Who knows?
It's like
Come join.
I'm sure the link to
Still
the
making final
Discord will be
adjustments.
down below.
Mm-hmm.
Get more updates
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, we can plop it down there.
Indeed.
Mm.
Kenny.
Okay, I guess that just
You're
leaves
up.
my world.
Sure does.
I
I'm
was
actually curious to what you
originally
chose.
going to go for that triangle world that we discovered
Oh,
once
yeah,
with
with
the
the
lightsabers that you could flip people up with.
Oh yeah, the lightsabers.
But-
I remember. Did you not? What?
No, I didn't pick it because I realized in order to give that movie the justice, that world the justice it deserves for a highlight, I need people in VR playing with those lightsabers.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's why
So-
you asked us. Whoops.
Yes, and I just I'm not gonna bug them and force them into VR when they are just too busy playing Apex or whatever you do, Valorant. So I decided to go with an OG world, a very old one. It's called Automata Flowers. I think you
Oh wait,
know the
that is a very old world, isn't it?
very old world.
I think it's one of the first worlds that I've ever been to, besides the Japanese shrine. If it is the one I think. Yeah, it is! Oh my god, the memories I have in there.
This one, yeah. Breathtaking. One of my friends has
I
this set
remember
as
this
his
one back in
homeworld.
2019. God,
It's
I can
very,
see it's
very
old.
old.
Did you guys remember there was two people that roleplayed as 2B and was it 9S? And they were in one of the instances and they were sitting there forever. Literally.
No, I don't
Every
remember
single
that.
time you joined. It was incredible. I mean, in a concerning way too, because it was an actual player, but it would remain on constantly.
Hey, Kenny,
And,
who are those
some
people in the world?
Randoms.
Oh, you were just public instant.
Here's a public instance. Yeah, they were discussing about life and whatnot. I don't know.
Did you tell them that you were recording?
No, I didn't. I didn't show their names. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, but like, what avatar are you using to like? Are you just like a tiny avatar or whatever? What are you using?
No, I'm in my own. This one.
Oh, it's, you're just creepy crawling around the world. Like, that's
Just
like
creepy crawling everywhere.
crab walking sideways,
Yep.
and then you
That's
sneak
about
up
it.
behind them.
Essentially, yeah.
They didn't think anything of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's that's a really OG world. It's really beautiful. It's really easy going on the eyes as well, like the flowers and whatnot. And if you walk across the flowers, it throws petals everywhere. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's really
It's also
beautiful.
one of the
that
most
place.
OG worlds that you can find. That, the Great Pug, and whatever else. The Japanese
Yeah,
Great
shrine.
Pug is a
Those
legendary.
three.
Yep.
Pug is legendary. This is legendary. Yeah. Anyway, that is the world highlights concluded. Let's move on to games. Do you want to go ahead, Sirius, so we can just follow the path?
Sure, we can go ahead. I kind of threw this on a whim because I haven't played this game, but I want to play with maybe you four, maybe, because it's a 4-player co-op game
Okay.
called the Backrooms VR.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Yeah.
I
Which
like
takes
the
the
back
whole,
rooms.
you know, I don't know, is the Backrooms like a what is it? Is it SCP, creepypasta? I don't know what it is, but whatever. It takes the whole concept of the Backrooms, and you're basically in there exploring.
You woke up inside.
I don't know the
the
entirety
Backrooms.
lore of the Backrooms. All I know is that you know sometimes you clip through a wall and then suddenly you find yourself in a yellow room with the smell of musky
Oh my
carpets.
god. Oh my god.
Okay, sort of phasmophobia
This is apparently VR
looking.
compatible.
Scary.
Oh,
Find all the secrets.
Those are creatures you're playing with.
You're just like, nope. Oh
This
my
is true.
god.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you mentioned that in VR.
Oh
You know,
my.
all four of us are walking, and suddenly one of us gets grabbed.
I'm gonna just use my play space move and be like, nope, 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 nope.
You know, you'll just be flying up here.
Yeah,
And play it now.
Yeah, even Sim can play it.
yeah, that's right.
Sin can, yeah, that's true.
It looked that's still compatible anyway, so
Games
you
now.
could have played with us even if you didn't have your VR right now.
Hmm.
But now you get
Yeah,
to
that
experience
looks
the
good.
VR
Do you know if
with us.
that's is it free to play? Is it
It's like $5.
$5? Not bad.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
no
bad.
more. Yeah, that's
I'd
that's
so be
cheap.
down.
Mm-hmm.
It looked fun.
And this, I hope it is VR compatible because when I went to the Steam store session, I clicked the VR and I found I'm like, okay, interesting. Sin, can you do me a double check and see if it's VR compatible or if I'm just, you know, delusional?
Or this will just become a regular game highlight.
A regular game highlight. Yeah, why not? In the meantime, you could probably just start on your game, hang tight.
I was lazy.
Yeah.
I kind of
Okay.
ran out of VR games to talk about, so I chose a game in VRChat, and it is simply
Ooh.
chess.
Oh, the chess world.
The chess
Classic,
world. I mean,
yeah.
who every now and then, who doesn't love just a good old game of chess? And I know I've been there. Just a friend challenges me to chess. He starts talking big game, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna beat you. Yeah, you just play some chess. That's all it is.
Place one chess
The
piece there, the other, start
specific
grabbing
one
your
he-
enemies, and then just shove the table.
It is VR, and the specific world he chose was Chess by No Life in 1942.
Yep.
Yeah, No Life. I remember I met No Life in one of his like public instances. He's a very chill European. I don't remember exactly what country he's from. Was it France? I don't remember. But I met him a couple of times, and he even added me and some of my friends in the old chess world. He added he had a picture gallery that would like slide
Uh-huh.
between pictures, and there would be pictures of me and my friends.
Nice. Yeah, sorry. I'm boring.
chess
Very
is-
cool, very cool. No, it's okay.
You're
Chess is
not
a
boring.
great classic. It is a classic, friend. Yeah, I love chess.
Challenge me to a game of chess, and I will pass out.
I'm not
Well, make
I'm not
sure you're well
sure
hydrated first.
chess is a hydration game, but I mean it could be.
Every time
Anything
you
is a
lose a
hydration
piece,
game.
hydrate.
Well, but chess games can take
Somebody might wake me
hours
up.
though. Well, if you do speed chess, then it's sort of
Speed-
different. But
Speed chess. Every time you lose a piece, you gotta drink. You'll be good in no time.
yeah, you need to spend those few seconds on the shot. So you have like as many shots as you have breaks, and you just like. Fuck it.
All right, we got ideas. We got ideas here. What are we doing after
There we
this?
go.
We've done racing.
And
Or the
chess.
Jurassic World Park world.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I
both.
want to ride the camels.
Oh, the one from the movie.
You want to be like Aladdin?
The ones from the movie.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to go be like dun 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 dun. Oh no, that's
Oh,
India.
no.
That is Bollywood right there.
Oh no.
I mean, there
Yeah,
was
I wanna
belly
be-
dancing there, so I can see it.
Oh.
I see what you.
The producer has pointed a gun at me. By the way, if anyone's watching,
yes,
please
yes.
send help. I haven't gotten any yet. I'm still stuck. Producer is still holding us hostage.
I'm still stuck in the basement. I only get pulled out every once in a while.
Please save us.
Our last
You
meal was
belong to
Vivosaurus.
The Vivosaurus. We ate the Vivosaurus.
Oh man, you must have the best vibes now.
Oh yeah.
Good deal. Good deal.
I need my speed, like my glasses, the goggles, whatever the Vibasaurus had.
The shades, the fast shades.
The shades, the fast shades that I'll skip it later.
Anyway, yeah.
Wait,
Chess
Kenny,
by
don't you have a
No
picture
Life.
of you in those sort of shades? I feel like I've seen you in that on your VRChat profile.
Isn't it on my profile picture?
Yeah, I mean you're wearing sunglasses on it.
Oh yeah, you're
Is
wearing
it the fast
sunglasses, not the
ones?
visors. Not the fast ones, no.
No, it's not the fast ones. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm being Norwegian now.
Think we're on to s'mores, though.
Anyway, yeah, that's. We're on to
yeah,
S'mores.
yeah.
S'mores, your game.
My game is called Into the Radius. It is very much virtual reality oriented. If any of you guys have heard of a game like the Stalker series or DayZ, this game is extremely similar to those, but in VR. And honestly, I think it's done really well. It looks incredibly immersive. I'm sure we're gonna get a video up here as well to show it.
The committee assures you that the Majorsk security zone is under total control.
Yeah, it really is.
You got attacked by polygons.
And there is the radius that they are speaking of.
You actually have to clean your gun?
By taking advantage of our free will missions program, you will access advanced and reliable equipment, balanced nutrition, latest technology,
Had a drink.
and comfortable living environment. Staying inside the radius offers unmatched benefits. The Changed can enjoy the pure ecology of the radius, its unique wildlife, and plenty of leisure opportunities.
Oh, that's trippy.
Simply follow our guidelines at all times and avoid suspicious encounters. Venture into the radius. Explore the
Of course it takes
unknown.
place in Russia.
Become a hero.
Always.
The land of opportunities.
What do you mean? This looks like Russia.
Forever.
Kenny, no!
That was cool.
It really is. I am interested in I haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah, I'm interested in
going
this.
to. So it was more of a precursor to my actions. I'm probably gonna be playing
Is
this
it
at some point.
multiplayer?
I don't know. I don't believe it is. Sin, can you look
I
that up
was
for us?
hoping it would be. I was hoping it would be like Pavlov, where like you can play with your buddies, and one of you can nag the other one's magazine.
Maybe if it isn't in a future
Or
update.
pull the
perhaps,
pin of their
but-
grenade. I've done that so many times in
It
Pavlov.
is
It's like,
single.
hey, what's that? And then,
Single player. We heard it from Sin.
Lame.
But
Who
that's
knows?
cool.
Maybe in the future. Maybe in the
Devs,
future.
add
we'll
net code. We need net code so we can play it. And then we can do a special of us playing this Stranger Things game.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things.
It looks like
Oh, yeah,
this
the
is
whole
like
upside
the
down.
dust thing when they're in the upside
Yeah,
down.
the
Look.
whole upside down. Yeah. All I need to do is just like add like a bunch of like vines and tendrils on the ground.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's perfect.
And suddenly the
Stranger
Demogorgon
Things
comes
right
after you.
the Demogorgon.
Honestly, the Demogorgon's great. Best design they ever thought of.
Yeah, it kind of turns me on. What?
What?
Oh.
What?
Anyway, past that,
Podcast is
Kenny,
done.
what's your game, Kenny?
Anyways, someone clip that. Someone clip that.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Now we know what Kenny's type is.
Anyway, my game is a game called Wrench. I'm sure you've all heard of Car Mechanic Simulator, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Car Mechanic Simulator is a very cartoonish game where it's like it doesn't really give justice to the intricacy and complicity of different engines and vehicles. Whereas Wrench does. It knocks that game out of the water. It's incredible. Like, I changed the tire.
Oh.
Like, play the trailer, you'll see what I mean.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. It's for all the car
Oh
dies.
yeah.
Oh,
It's,
that is.
Car dies and downs.
it's insanely detailed. It's
Bearings.
incredibly detailed.
Torque specs. Oh man.
Yup.
I need somebody to work
Will
on
I be
my
able to
car.
learn
You
how to
got
build
all the
cars from
gas
this?
rings and oil rings. Oh wow.
Yep, it has so many details. It doesn't have every vehicle, of course, but there are a bunch in there. Formula One vehicles. There are some old vehicles as well.
Wow.
Yeah, you can have a
I was-
desktop mode. That's inclusive.
Yeah, the reviews are a bit mad on the desky sides because the keybinds, as I know it, is a little yanked on desktop, but you can change that.
Yeah, but oh my god, VR. Oh my god, this seems like a lot of fun. This is like something I'd pick up just to have something to take my mind off.
I'll put.
You can fill
It's
oil.
working.
Nicht überfüllen, it says on German vehicles.
Eberflum.
Dang.
Whatever.
Wrench.
But yeah, wrench.
Wrench.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's if you like cars, if you want to learn how to operate a couple of vehicles, test your skills before you perform a task on your own. There you have it. This is a simulator that you can use for different cars. I'm not sure if your specific vehicle is in there, but this is definitely a way to, understand what you need of tools and what you need of equipment before you embark on such an adventure on your own, so you avoid
Okay,
sitting
you
there
work
like...
on cars.
That seems
Is this
like
accurate?
it seemed pretty accurate. See, I like just to go in blind and hate myself afterwards when I'm in the middle of something. I don't have a
swear.
tool.
Covered
Yeah.
in oil, grease.
Yeah, I've taken many. I've bathed in a lot of transmission fluid, lots of oil. This may have helped. Maybe if I do this, maybe I won't as much.
I can see you working on your Audi right there, like goddamn 10 millimeters.
oh yeah.
Yeah, then all you hear is like the transmission fuel leak, and then you hear just scream.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
That's how it is.
But yeah, it's there if you want to test your skills as a car mechanic. There are different tasks. There are plenty of them where you increase your experience level, that you can go further down and get more complicated tasks. So there is some form of game to it as well. You can't just jump right on a Formula One, right?
Yeah.
So first you kind of need to change tires.
Gotta change the tire first.
Yeah, in case you haven't done that. But yeah, it's that's wrench. That's my game. And before
Great
we
game.
overrun on
Great
time,
recommendations.
yeah, it's really good. We should go to plugs. So let's not waste any more time. I'm pretty sure we're already on rather high from the far end. Sin, are we good on time still?
No, we're bad.
No.
No, we're not good.
Maybe no
Okay,
plug.
yeah, plugs.
No plugs?
No.
We're
Let's
still
do
doing,
plugs.
we're still
We have
doing
time for
plugs? Okay.
We're still doing.
I'll make mine quick. I already know what it is.
What's your plug, S'mores?
Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I eat there all the time. I highly recommend it. Burritos, queso, guacamole, chef's kiss. My plug is done. Go eat Chipotle.
Last time I had Chipotle, I had a bad time at the restroom.
Oh man.
Are you sure it wasn't Taco Bell?
Story for another time.
I am sure it wasn't Taco Bell.
Okay.
We're all
Anyway.
excited to hear this later. I'll plug the discord.gg/sulk for Club Sulk. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Come join us and hydrate.
Fuck you! I was about to do that.
I had to take it before you. I have nothing else.
Well, oh no, serious. What are you gonna do? You need to plug your local furniture store.
My nearest IKEA? No.
Yeah, what is your plug, Sirius?
Oh, he's drinking.
I will plug my local liquor store.
What's it called?
None of you are gonna get this. It's called it's probably the same way over here is Vinmonopol.
It's the wine monopoly.
Yeah, directly translated, but it is the
okay.
liquor store.
Okay. Very nice.
They
Yes, that is my
yeah,
one.
it's
You can order online and pick it up, or you know, you can if you do like if they are about to ask you for ID, but you already show it, you get a lollipop.
Oh.
If you show it without asking, you get a lollipop.
Do they call you a
You
good
know,
boy?
sometimes they're good,
Good,
sometimes
good.
they're awful.
wait, they don't do that here.
You know.
Give you a
They
little
do it
pat
over
on the
here.
head,
Yeah,
a rub on the back.
Yeah,
They're
good boy.
they're
Here's a
very
lollipop.
bad flavors.
Here you go.
I got a cheese flavored. I got a cheese flavored lollipop.
Drink responsibly.
Don't drink it all in one place.
Yeah, I was not happy about that one.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
drink it all in one place.
And then another one that tasted like pure clay.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh
Not
my
good.
god.
Plug. Plug, friend.
Oh my voice.
IKEA.
Yes, my plug. No, I am. You don't actually know this, but when I forgot a vital part of my VR kit when I traveled to Norway.
Oh no.
It was the power supply for the headset.
Oh, you need that one.
And yeah, so I set on a quest to find myself a replacement, and it turns out it's a little bit more difficult than you might expect. It's 12 volts, 30 watts. That's the power supply specs, basically, what it gives out. And that isn't the hard part, finding 12 volts with at the very least 30 watts. The hard part is finding the plug that fits. So for no reason at all, Valve decided to go with an incredibly rare configuration of the coaxial power cord. The coaxial power cord is essentially just... Oh my god.
What?
Continue.
Yeah, well, I'm listening.
Deeper going.
Boys, okay, it's long story short. It's just a barrel power connector, right? And it's a very rare configuration. And I had to find one that fit, and I did find one at one of my local electronics stores called Elon. That's
that's it.
not Musk, but it's called Elon, right? The store is called Elon. Or Elon in Norwegian, I guess. Anyway, they had a power cord with a power supply with 24 watts of 12 volts, and that plug. I was just like, holy fuck! Like, I need this. Just, I had so little hopes. I have already ordered myself a replacement that's coming. I guess it's coming this week. But yeah, Elon in my hometown. Yeah.
In Norway.
Yep, they had a replacement for my power cord. So if your power cord ever breaks, you can get a replacement, and this one isn't actually a 30 watts; it's a 24 watts. So that is sufficient to run the headset. Now you know that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Elon.
Yeah. I think we're done.
I think so too.
We've done it.
That concludes
We
episode,
have-
what was it, 17?
18.
18.
18.
But
Oh,
we have
Well,
one
I
last
really
thing,
haven't
and
been
that's
here, have I?
the chat. The chat.
She's
We have
finally
you-
legal. The
You, the
podcast
cutie,
is
has
finally
been
legal
here.
age.
We have Ross Wilson.
Oh.
He says, "Say hi for me, baby."
Who?
Ross Wilson.
Ross Wilson. Do anybody
Someone
know
your
a
friends?
Ross Wilson here? Is that your friend? Must be
I
your
don't
friend.
believe So, no. Don't look at me.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have a
Yeah,
colleague.
look at
I don't know.
No.
Ross
no,
Ross seems like
no.
a suit and tie kind of guy.
He definitely sounds like a suit and tie guy. I agree. He must be a dapper gentleman.
Anyway, do you know how to do the closing, Hang Tight? Do you want to do it?
I butchered it last time when people started crashing. But I can't.
Well then I can. Are you sure? Are you confident?
You go ahead and do it. You
He's a little too hydrated,
yeah,
Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just press the button when you're done.
On
and
to
I'll
Udon
end it.
Racing.
I'll press the button. I'll do my job. My job
Alright.
is just to press the button when you're done, and I'll end the stream.
Sure. All right. Thank you so much for watching the 18th episode of the Virtual Podcast. Especially thanks to you who tuned in live. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you too. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.